Right, we did adding and subtracting with integers. Now we're going to be doing multiplying and dividing with integers. This is section 2.3. So remember, an integer is any negative number, a zero, or a whole number. And just like adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing has some rules that go with it. So first thing you need to know is that when you're multiplying, if the signs are the same, the answer is going to be positive. If they are both positives, you're going to get a positive answer. If they are both negatives, you're going to get a positive answer. That's for multiplying and for dividing. So remember, in math, two negatives definitely make a positive. So example is 3 times 3 is 9, but also negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. It's a positive answer. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Negative 9 divided by negative 3 is also 3. So if your signs are going to be different, then your answer is going to be negative. If only one of those numbers is a negative, then a positive and a negative make a negative. So if you have 3 times negative 3, the answer would be negative 9. It doesn't matter which 3 is negative. If one of them is negative, then the answer is going to be negative. Same way for division. So remember, if both signs are the same when you're multiplying and dividing, your answer is positive. If your signs are different, then your answer is going to be negative. All right, we talked about orders of operations. That is the PEMDAS, where you're going to do the parentheses and then exponents, then multiplying and dividing left to right, and adding and subtracting left to right. So we're going to look at it as a way of simplifying with integers, including negative numbers. Right, so if we have negative 2 times 3 minus 9, remember we're going to do inside the parentheses first, so we're going to do 3 minus 9 to begin with. Now 3 is a positive and the 9 is a negative, so we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. So we're going to end up with a negative inside the parentheses. So negative 2 times negative 6. Now we're multiplying. Our signs are the same, so what's our answer going to be, positive or negative? It's going to be positive. So the 2 times the 6 is 12. Because it's a negative times a negative, we have a positive. The answer is 12. Let's try another one. Take a second, try to work this out on notebook paper, and then I'm going to come through and I'm going to talk about it with you. All right, remember that you have to solve inside the parentheses first. So we're going to need to do that negative 7 minus 2. Negative 7 and minus 2, that's two of the same signs, so we're actually going to be adding here. So negative 7 and negative 2 is going to give us 4 times negative 9. Now we're multiplying. Our 4 times negative 9 is going to be negative 36. Don't forget the negative because only the 9 is negative here. The 4 is positive. They have different signs, so the sign has to be a negative. Let's try this one. Right, we're working from inside the parentheses first. So it's a positive 16 minus 8. So 16 minus 8, we're going to subtract. It's going to give us negative 3 times 8. We have a negative 3 times a positive 8 is a negative times a positive, which is going to give us a negative 24.